Hello and welcome back for another clarinet tutorial from Nottingham Music Excellence. So in this video I'm going to play that lovely well-known tune called Marche Militaire and another lovely arrangement by Alan Bullard for ABRSM Grade 5. And in this video, of course, I'm going to, as well as demonstrate the music, I'm going to give you a short tutorial on the detail, just give you some tips and tricks for success with this piece. And then you can have a go at playing along with the backing track yourself. And I have uploaded it at 2 different speeds, so choose the one that suits you the best. All the details are in the description and the timestamps. Hope you enjoy the tutorial. Here we go. So the opening of the tune, let's talk about the accents here. So I don't think these are sort of aggressive accents, are they? They're sort of just more sort of play those notes with a bit more of a pointy sort of sound maybe, because the overall dynamic is still piano here, of course. So don't go over the top on the accents. I think they just need a small amount. A to B. So I think just when you're doing the A to B there, perhaps don't even take the right hand off the instrument. Just make the left hand do the work. D major scale, haven't we got coming up? Of course, make sure you can play D major before you play this piece. I think this might be a good warm-up before you even start the piece. And make sure you've worked out your preferred way of crossing over the break there for D major. I think generally speaking I would use a left hand B and a right hand C sharp. Noticed a lot of pupils tend to want to do it the other way around for some reason. So right hand B or left hand C sharp. I think play your D major first and work out what your preferred way round over the break is there for D major, and I think just stick to it, you know, write it on the music and make sure it's really set, so you're not just sort of guessing each time you play it. So have a kind of a set way of playing that. Moving on to the next bit. Okay, we're into the accicaturas. So we've got the nice sort of easy bit out of the way, and we're into some quite fiddly bits here now, aren't we? Now when I've played this with pupils, we do have to spend quite a bit of time just sorting out how do you fit that acciaccatura in, how do you make it sound like it belongs there. And I think the key is, what I tend to do with pupils is play it with and without the acciaccatura, because the acciaccatura shouldn't really interfere with the semiquavers. So don't think of it as 5 notes. Think of it as you're still playing your 4-note semiquavers. So it still needs to sound like that. That part of the tune shouldn't be sort of messed with, if you like. And then just kind of clip that extra one in there. Just really clip it as a kind of a timeless note. But the semiquaver speed is still the semiquaver speed. So you're trying to basically fit that acciaccatura in as timelessly and as neat as you can. And then here, I don't think you can breathe here, going on to the forte. Now this is a bit fiddly, isn't it? So the A, C sharp, acciaccatura. So I don't think the standard fingering is going to work very well, is it? So we need a way of have a little cheat in here. And remember that you're going to tongue the acciaccatura, and that will actually help you out a bit, I think. So I tend to, again, if we play it without the acciaccatura, so I'm not going to lose that. I'm going to play that rhythm, and I'm going to play that second C sharp with the correct fingering, but I'm just going to flick the keys and just kind of flick that cheat C sharp, and I'm just going to use those 2 side keys there to sort of flick from a C sharp to a B using those 2 side keys. So I get missed. And I think it's important to try and tongue that acciaccatura. It just adds a bit of definition to it, I think. So that's how I play that. So practice that really slowly. You'll notice that that isn't really a proper C sharp. It doesn't sound as good as the correct fingering. It sounds a bit daft, doesn't it? But in that scenario, as a quick sort of passing note, that will work without any problem. Just play that one more time. So sounds fine to me. And the next bit, now this I think is quite tricky. I've noticed pupils tend to just find these notes just a little bit difficult to place. So I think with these crotchets, staccato crotchets, but there's a slur there as well. So I think you're aiming for roughly half-length notes here. And then you've got to really time carefully where to place this semiquaver, this isolated semiquaver, into the next group of 4. And I think as you're listening to the accompaniment, just timing that carefully is not easy. Not easy at all. And then we're back to our D major fingering, so make sure you've worked out which way you're going to play that. Personally, I prefer to go, what do I do there? So I do left hand B, right hand C sharp, but then on the way down, because it's more of like an arpeggio, it goes D to B. I just use one finger on the right hand B. And then, ooh, another fiddly acciaccatura here. This is quite fiddly, isn't it? I did that on the right hand. Let's try it on the left hand. I didn't work very well, did it? That's it with the left hand. So I can play that on the left hand. Probably not my preferred way of playing it, but you pick the way that suits you. And then we've got this phrasing detail here. Now this I have had to go with pupils in slow motion. So I mean, you can really slow that down just to make sure you've got the right D, D, D. Of course, up to tempo is a bit quicker. So that is a little bit fiddly. So work on that really carefully and do some slow practice on that. And then we go into the key change. Now this is where it really catches people out. I think they're just so used to playing in one key. Pupils, I think, generally don't like changing in the middle of the piece. So we start on a B flat there. Now here it doesn't really matter whether you use left hand C or right hand C. You can do either actually. So either one works there fine, so that doesn't matter. Personally, I think I just prefer to kind of keep it all on the right hand, I think. And then another key change, going to the 1 sharp. Watch out for that little legato passage there. Make sure you do get that F sharp in there because you've just played B flats, of course. And then we're back to, once you get past onto the next key change, you're back to the home tune again. So I think you'll get through that part okay. So then it's just a matter of making a nice convincing ending for this top D. And definitely make sure you've got that little finger on that top D. It'll just help to sort of center the pitch a little bit. It'll give you a more correct top D. It's going to be a little bit flat if you don't get that little finger on there. And you will hear it as well because you've gone from like your dominant to tonic sort of thing, from your A to your D. And just be careful with these upper notes. You tend to find pupils, like when they see a note that goes above C and they want to squeeze the death out of that note. Just be careful over squeezing those high notes. If you clamp up and you over squeeze it, you'll either squeak, you could get a very nasty sound. Even if you get the note, it's going to sound squeezed. That's all the best way I can describe it. So just play it like any other note on the instrument. There is perhaps a little bit of adjustment, but don't over squeeze here on the reed because you'll just get a nasty sound. So I think that's all I need to say on the detail of the music. I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. If you do, of course, and you found it useful, click that like button. The details of the video are on the timestamps. My web address is on there if you want to contact me. I do lessons here at home in Nottingham and also do lessons through Zoom. But hey, have a go at the accompaniment yourself. See if you can play it in a really tidy way. There is 2 speeds that I've uploaded, so choose the one that suits you the most. There is the speed that I played it at, which is reasonably quick, but I think an okay speed for grade 5. And then there's a slightly steadier tempo, slightly easier. So choose the one that suits you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.